particular issue. Why Tamil Nadu government is resisting the implementation of NEP 2020. Resisting is a simpler version. Actually, they hate it, and this particular news is very important from every exam perspective. Why? And there is a reason for this particular stance of Tamil Nadu government. Why they will not implement NEP at any cost. And when you will listen to this particular argument of theirs, you will realize that it makes some sense, and there is certain amount of reasoning behind it. And again, from exam perspective, why this particular news is important? See, February 23, 2025, Hindu page number 1. You have this particular statement by M.K. Stalin sir that Tamil Nadu government will not implement NEP at any cost. Then on the same day, we'll talk about this. On the same day, February 23, 2025, Hindu page number 12. Same day you have this article. Why is 3-language policy controversial? We'll talk about both of these articles. Both of these articles are connected. Once you get a hang of both these articles, you will understand why Tamil Nadu government is taking the stance they are taking. What is the reason behind it? What is the rationale behind it? Okay. So first of all, let's go to the first article. This is the first article. Tamil Nadu government, they are saying that we will not implement NEP at any cost. They are saying that the central government was supposed to give them 2,000 crore. They are not giving it to Tamil Nadu government on the pretext that you are not implementing NEP 2020. And now M.K. Stalin sir is saying that doesn't matter. You don't want to give us 22,000 crore, don't give us 2,000 crore. And even if you give us 10,000 crore, we will not implement NEP 2020, because in a way, what you're trying to do here is you're trying to impose Hindi when you are talking about 3-language formula per se. So what is happening here? Tamil Nadu rejects NEP. Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, he has stated that his government would not implement NEP 2020 because they are saying, and the reason here is, the major reason is, via this NEP 2020, you want us to implement 3-language formula. We are not comfortable with 3-language formula. We have our own 2-language formula, and M.K. Stalin sir is saying that check our indicators, check our social indicators, check our indicators in the education domain, how much good we are doing, or what is our performance compared to the other states, and then talk about it. Our 2-language formula is working fine. Tamil and English, we will continue to implement that. We are not implementing Hindi. Then the second point here, government is counter, or the people who are, from the government side, central government side, they are saying that, dude, in NEP 2020, we are not saying that you have to, the third language has to be Hindi. It can be anything else. Then the counterpoint from Tamil Nadu government side is, dude, let's try to rewind this 3-language formula thing. So 3-language formula is implemented in almost all states, although education is a concurrent list. So what we have seen, Tamil Nadu government gives a justification that, so in Hindi areas, you are promoting non-Hindi languages, right? So maybe in UP, you can promote Tamil as a third language. And in non-Hindi areas, you are promoting Hindi. What we have seen, Tamil Nadu government is saying that what we have seen is the amount of money which you are investing to promote Hindi in non-Hindi areas as the third language is much higher than the amount you are contributing to promote non-Hindi languages in Hindi areas. So please explain us why you are doing what you are doing, and then we will try to understand why you are forcing us to implement NEP 2020. Everything will be crystal clear. Just hear me out, listen, and have a look at these 2 articles. So things will make complete sense to you. What is the stance? I'm not saying you have to agree with Tamil Nadu government stance. That you can post it in the comment section whether you agree or not, but yes, it makes sense. Financial pressure from center. He revealed that union government withheld 2,000 crore in funds due to Tamil Nadu's refusal to adopt NEP, National Education Policy, but reiterated that his government would not compromise. Even if you give us 10,000 crore, we are not implementing NEP 2020. Here, there are certain other schemes which you have to understand from exam perspective. PM SHRI scheme. And that's why these 2 articles are important. If one article comes in a particular paper like Hindu or Indian Express, that becomes important. But on the same day, if 2 articles are coming which are interconnected to each other, you can understand the importance of this particular topic. So PM SHRI scheme, we have to talk about it. Second is Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan. We have to understand these schemes from any exam perspective, be it UPSC or non-UPSC, state PSC, SSC, any exam. You have to know these schemes. What do these schemes stand for? Financial again. So concern over educational impact. They are saying that if we implement NEP, if we try to forcefully implement Hindi languages, there are many people who, and from from very childhood, they talk in Tamil. They talk in Tamil predominantly. So we are trying to, set the state back by 2000 years and harming student interest by introducing one more language, because two language formula is working fine, sir and ma'am. That's what MK Stalin sir is saying. We don't need to, fix something which is absolutely running fine. You fix certain things which is not working properly. Why would we fix or introduce something new in our educational domain when everything is going hunky-dory right now? There is no need for us to change anything, and we won't change anything even if you give us 10,000 crores. Opposition to Hindi imposition. The government is not against Hindi as a language. That's what MK Stalin sir says. But opposite is forced implementation. This happens anywhere and everywhere. You say someone in a proper manner, even your son or daughter do this, they will do this. But if, try to say that you have to do this, you should do this, you must do this, then opposition comes, even from your own son or daughter. So same rationale you can understand here. It's not about son or daughter, but they are saying that we are against this forced imposition. We don't like the way you are saying it or the way you want us to implement Hindi in non-Hindi area, especially Tamil Nadu, because we are not seeing the same effort by central government regarding imposition of non-Hindi languages as third language in Hindi areas. The discrepancy is too high. The amount which you are investing to promote Hindi in non-Hindi areas is much larger than the amount which you are investing to promote non-Hindi language in Hindi areas as the third language. We'll understand this. And they are saying that, let's say in Tamil Nadu, there are people who want to learn Hindi. They can go to Kendriya Vidyalaya. They can go to Hindi Prachar Sabha. This Hindi Prachar Sabha, I think it has been established around 1918. And their major motive is to promote people to learn Hindi in southern states where, Hindi is not the primary or the major language. Hindi Prachar Sabha. Social justice and equity issue. He claimed that NEP goes against social justice and interest of marginalized communities, particularly SCs and STs who has, majorly conversed in Tamil. So we don't want to, what can you say, impact this social justice and social equity concept. But please understand the rationale behind what MK Stalin sir is saying. And then we'll see the three language formula, what is the controversy associated with it, and then everything will be crystal clear to you. Plus, also try to understand PM-SHRI, Samagra Shiksha, what these are, because at the bottom of all these debates, or the so-called fight between Tamil Nadu government and central government, the two schemes which are in news related to NEP 2020 is PM-SHRI and Samagra Shiksha. So success of Tamil Nadu's education policy, as we have discussed, you don't fix certain things which is already running fine or which is, very successful. You need fixing in those stuff where there are issues. There is no issue in Tamil Nadu's education policy. The state follows a two-language policy, English and Tamil, or I should say Tamil and English, and provides quality education which has been recognized by central government itself, based on their, different indicators which has been released by Niti Aayog and others. Commitment to education without center support, despite financial challenges, despite you stopping 2,000 crore, you are not giving, and here you refers to central government, we are doing just fine, we don't need your money. The Tamil Nadu government remains dedicated to advancing its education system independently. So as you can see here, there is a tussle going on between Tamil Nadu government and central government, who is correct, who is wrong. That, judgment you will make after we have done both these articles. Or maybe you already have a particular point of view. You can keep it in the comment section, but please keep it civil. Don't kill me in the comment section. February 23, 2025, Hindu, page number 12. Same day, you have this article. Why is the three-language policy controversial? Because the people, as we have discussed, the major bone of contention is these like non-Hindi speaking states majorly, they feel like central government promotes Hindi. The way they promote Hindi in non-Hindi speaking states is much more, or the amount they are contributing is much more than what they are contributing to promote non-Hindi languages in Hindi speaking or Hindi spoken belts. So we'll talk about that point as well. So withholding of funds and Tamil Nadu's opposition to NEP. Union government has withheld more than 2,000 crore meant for Tamil Nadu under Samagra Shiksha. Now let's try to understand. There are so many things which are very similar in both the, articles, but then there are some words which we have to understand. Earlier, education comes under concurrent list, concurrent list. That point we have to remember, and I think many of you already know it. So earlier there were so many schemes, Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan and all those. There were so many schemes which were merged under Samagra Shiksha scheme. So Samagra Shiksha is covering almost all the major schemes from preschool to class 12. That means from the period preschool means once your child has attained the age of 5, after that whatever schooling they do, preschool to class 12, all the schemes, major schemes are covered under Samagra Shiksha. Tamil Nadu government refuses to implement NEP 2020 because there they have talked about, central government has talked about imposition of or implementation of 3-language policy, which is a requirement to join the PM-SHRI initiative. This slide may confuse you if you don't know the basic meaning of what is happening here, what is PM-SHRI, what is Samagra Shiksha. So PM-SHRI is what? Let me show you something. So PM-SHRI is PM Schools for Rising India. Central government wants to create model schools, and which can be or which may act as an example for other schools, how you should work, like how means different schools should work and how other schools should emulate these PM-SHRI schools. Fine. Now this PM-SHRI, that is PM Schools for Rising India, is a centrally sponsored scheme. Now there are two types of schemes: centrally sponsored, central sector, or centrally sectored scheme. Centrally sector scheme means government, central government will provide all the money. Centrally sponsored, certain money will come from center and other money like 60-40, 90-10, there are different ratios there. So that will be done. So PM-SHRI is a centrally sponsored scheme. And this is an snippet from Ministry of Education's website. And see here. So if you can see here, the total cost of this PM-SHRI, where they will be creating model schools which will be implementing NEP 2020, will be around 27,000 crore. And out of which central share will be 18,000 crore and rest 9,000 crore will be contributed by states. So central is giving a major chunk of it. Now center is saying that we will not give you this money, Tamil Nadu government, until or unless you promise us that you will implement NEP 2020. And Tamil Nadu government is saying that, bro, we don't have any issues with creating such model schools, but we are not going to promise you that we will implement NEP 2020. Do whatever you want to do, we are not going to implement NEP 2020. So reason Tamil Nadu refuses to implement NEP 2020, which is a requirement to join the PM-SHRI. And this PM-SHRI will be done under Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan. Samagra Shiksha is anyway covering almost all the schemes from preschool to class 12, and they will be covering PM-SHRI as well. So that's why you have to understand Samagra Shiksha, PM-SHRI. You can understand it this way, that Samagra Shiksha is a superset. This is, as you read Venn diagram, so this is not PM-SHRI, this is your Samagra Shiksha. I want to make it clear because many people get confused here. So this is your superset, which is Samagra Shiksha. And inside this Samagra Shiksha, you have PM-SHRI. PM-SHRI will be implemented under the modalities of Samagra Shiksha, PM-SHRI. And PM-SHRI has to implement NEP. We are not saying NEP is under PM-SHRI, but PM-SHRI model schools, they will implement the provisions of NEP 2020. Tamil Nadu government has no issues with creating such model schools. They have issues with implementing NEP 2020, and that's why government has withheld this much amount of money. We are not going to give you money for PM-SHRI, etc. Tamil Nadu government says that, okay, fine, but we are not implementing NEP 2020. Then central government is saying, pretty please implement it. What is the issue here? It's not like this is the National Education Policy of 1968, where we had compulsorily put down the point that no, third language has to be Hindi. You can put any other language. Then again, Tamil Nadu government is no, it's not up to you. We have our 2-language policy. It's working just fine. We will not change it just for your sake or whatever you are saying. So main objection is 3-language formula. We have talked about it. Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan insists TN must comply with the constitution and 3-language policy. CM Stalin, MK Stalin sir, whom we have seen in the first article, he challenges this, refusing to yield to blackmailing and asserting that we have our 2-language policy. If it was not working fine, we may have heard this rationale of yours, this point of yours, but right now everything is going hunky-dory. We are not going to change it just because you want us to change this particular 2-language policy. So what NEP 2020 states about language? This is also important. Is NEP 2020 explicitly saying that third language has to be Hindi? The answer is no. NEP 2020 retains the 3-language formula first introduced in 68. But unlike the 68 version, 1968 NEP policy, they are not saying that third language has to be Hindi. It can be anything. States can choose any 3-language provided at least 2 are Indian language. Bilingual teaching in the mother tongue and English and Sanskrit as an optional subject. So your third language can be anything. You are free to choose that. Tamil Nadu is saying that I don't want third language, bro. I'm happy with 2-language. If we are reiterating the same point again and again, that means it is important. Historical resistance to Hindi in Tamil Nadu. It's not a new story. This thing has been happening. They feel like they are forced to implement Hindi. If people are speaking Hindi in a gradual manner, they're going to other areas, they're learning it in a gradual manner, that's fine. But you cannot impose Hindi in Tamil Nadu. That is the basic point of view. 1937, Rajaji attempts to introduce Hindi. Who is Rajaji? If you know, you can post it in the comment section. Are we talking about C. Rajagopalachari or someone else? Faced fierce opposition. 1965, protest against making Hindi India's sole official language led to 70 deaths. 68, DMK government passed a resolution rejecting the 3-language formula. DMK, AIDMK, everybody is unanimous there that okay, and these political parties, they emerged from the Dravidian movement, Justice Party movement, which was about non-Brahmins versus Brahmins. Why Brahmins are occupying higher posts and all those stuff. We can have a talk about these political parties later on. First of all, try to understand what is happening here. In 2019, protest forced the removal of mandatory Hindi from the draft NEP, because at that time, NEP was passed in 2020. At that time, the draft NEP 1 year before that had that third language has to be Hindi. And now you can see in NEP 2020, it is optional. It can be anything, and 2 language has to be, Indian language, and that's what they are saying. So maybe because of these protests which happened, NEP 2020 made Hindi an optional language, optional third language. But even then, Tamil Nadu is like, no dude, our 2 language formula is working fine. We are not going to change anything here. Fears of backdoor Hindu imposition. TN Poly, again, you can have a look at this. This is a point which is very important. And this is the major point why they are saying that center is making Hindi optional in NEP 2020. That doesn't matter. But the way they are doing things, that is telling a different picture entirely, or posing a different picture entirely. 50 crore was allocated in 2019 for hiring Hindi teachers in non-Hindi states. They are giving facts and figures to substantiate their claim. And we are talking about Tamil Nadu here. No similar efforts were made to promote South Indian languages in Northern school. So you have this 3 language formula everywhere, right? So in UP, you should promote South Indian language, be it Telugu or Tamil. Are you doing, or are you taking the same effort? No. So we will not implement third language. We will not implement Hindi or any third language, so to say. 2 language formula is awesome. Political standoff. Union Minister Pradhan adhering to third language policy is non-negotiable. He is like, dude, you have to. You have to implement it. Tamil Nadu government is no, we are not doing it. CM Stalin accuses the center of forcing Hindi under the pretext of NEP. Stalin boasts that as DMK is in power, or as long as they are in power, Tamil Nadu's linguistic rights will be protected. 2 language formula will continue. Way forward is, as if you are following current affairs, you may have realized it by now that there is too much friction between Tamil Nadu and central government on so many issues. If you again go back last 1 year current affairs, you have a look at it, you have a look at Hindu, Indian Express, you will realize that there are certain issues, not only education, other areas also where there are, or friction, or there is friction between central government and Tamil Nadu. They need to sit together, maybe have a Mountain Dew together, cool down a bit, and have a talk regarding this. If NEP 2020 is like in that third language, Hindi is not compulsory, then what should be the way forward? Central government also have to listen to Tamil Nadu's 2 language policy. If that is a success, why would they change it? And what other things you can, give to Tamil Nadu government so that they can think about or rethink about their particular stance which they have. So there has to be some talk, and there has to be, they have to sit together. That is what the way forward is saying. Samagra Shiksha, PM SHRI, hope you understood the difference between them. You have to understand that. That is very important. Rest things, I think that was not a big deal. You may have understood it. I have also made one particular video earlier on this. Has NEP 2020 been a great success or big failure? There we have talked about the basic provision of NEP 2020. It came after the recommendation of K. Kasturi Rangan, and 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4, what is that formula? How NEP 2020 is associated with Sushant Singh Rajput. We have talked about it earlier. Dropout, what they used to get. Now dropout will get diploma certificate. So many different provisions related to NEP 2020. So you can have a look at this particular video as well to gain more understanding about NEP 2020 and whether it has been a success or failure. Also the relationship between NEP as well as ASER, Annual Status of Education Report. Now this is a question for you. Do you support Tamil Nadu? Personally, if you ask me, I can totally understand what is Tamil Nadu's rationale. Their 2 language formula is working awesome. It's not fine. They're working, it's working in a much better manner. Their social indicators are very high compared to other states. So I can understand what Tamil Nadu government is saying. What is your view about it? Do you think, or do you support Tamil Nadu government and their stance? Whatever is your view, please keep it in a civil manner. Don't, give abuses or everything. You have to keep it in a civil manner, because again, that's how you put forward your views. So do you support Tamil Nadu in this regard or not? That you can post it in the comment section. And if you want me to share this particular PDF with you, you can join Fun Study with Shubh, because study should be fun. So this is my Telegram group. You can be a part of my family. Also, if you are rather preparing for UPSC 2026. So still, you have considerable time. You can join our batch 2 of Sampoorna. The admission of this particular batch 2 is closing on 28th February 2025. You can use this code which you are seeing in the bottom, that is SHS Live, to get maximum discounts, because after 28th February, the prices will increase. So yes, again, if you are serious about UPSC 2026, you can join our Sampoorna batch 2, and do join this Sampoorna batch 2. I am also there. I'll meet you. We'll have a talks. We will have, issues means discussion on issues not only confined to these, but whatever is your doubt related to different subjects, you can ask me your doubts there. Fine, sir and ma'am. So that's it from me, and I will see you soon. Whatever is your view, you can put it in the comment section, but please write it.